Hello, everyone. Welcome. It is so good to see you. Have you missed me? Girl, I've been busy. I've been really busy, but I've missed you all. So I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to share everything that I need to share with you tonight so that we can, you guessed it, level up your love life. So I want to say a special hello to everyone out there. Girl, she's been busy. I've been to client weddings. I've been getting things together when it comes to books and TV shows and things like that. But your fairy godbrother is here to help you with your dating life. So don't ever forget it. I'll never leave you, girl. We spilling the tea tonight. So, with that said, let me get comfortable, honey. Let me get comfortable. Let me get my legs crossed, honey, because she's a lady. Are you a lady? Do you have your legs crossed? Do you? Someone said, why don't black men want to work? Ooh. Oh, girl, I'm not doing that. Not at the beginning of this live. Maybe when it turns midnight and Cinderella comes out, then I'll talk about black men. But until then, I'm talking about you. Yes? Yes. Okay, so with that said, if you're new here, my name is Coach Anwar. I'm a dating coach for black and brown women. If you're white, you can stay on, I guess. I don't care. I mean, if you must. Please understand, though, that you will be the DEI hires of this chat. No shade. We're just playing around here. But I want y'all to know that at the end of the day, you can have the love that you want. I'm literally seeing this every other day in my program, so it is available to you. I want you to know this. With that said, please put your questions in the chat and I will answer them in the order that I see them. Now, it might go crazy in here. I might have thousands of people in the chat. So if I do miss your question, please don't hesitate to ask it again. Alrighty? So with that said, put your questions in the chat. And then also, if you're like, oh my God, he's spilling tea, he is really putting the gems out there, tap, double tap, triple tap the screen. I want the likes up. And if you're like, oh, I actually need to do this work more intimately, definitely don't hesitate to book a consultation call. The link is in my bio, and we'll go from there. Okay, someone asked, how do you feel like men who are super sarcastic about you? Men that are sarcastic with you, if they are joshing you, having a good time with you, razzing you, that's great. If they're sarcastic and they're smirking and their eyes are rolling, that's contempt. And that means he doesn't like you. And I say this often, but I want you to understand this. A lot of us, sometimes it's hard for us to understand the difference between love and like. And that's often the case because, and I want to say this with love and respect, many of our parents loved us but didn't like us. And so your bonding pattern might be with individuals like that with you. So the work is understanding the difference between like and love. Yeah. And for many of us, a lot of our parents tolerated us. So that's why I'm talking about this when it comes to sarcasm, because a lot of sarcasm is actually contempt. And we have to be really clear that contempt does not equal like and love. And in your relationship, you need to have both. Okay? So, with that said, Falana said, congrats on everything for your godbrother. Thank you. I appreciate it. With that said, if you want to learn the difference, you need to come to my program. Okay, someone said, Moon and Bree said, lovely timing, I'm spiraling. What are you spiraling about, every girl? Like, let's get it together. Maya said, Anwar, I was about to go to bed, damn. Girl, wake it up, honey. Earthly said, cross legs at the ankles, beloved. Yes, ma'am. Opinion about nurses, men or women? Poison Ivy said, why doesn't any man want to work? I don't think anybody really wants to work these days. And it's because we're working too hard. People are working too hard. And I think that this is a really important thing to realize and understand, because a lot of people are going to say, he's not working for me. He's not putting in the effort. Life is hard. People are working. People are busy. People are on longer than they've ever been on before. So even if I'm not working, there's still a lot to do at home. Like when you have the internet at your side, you're researching, you're doing a lot of other things, you're reading the news. Life is heavier from an energetic perspective. And put dating on top of that, and you all know this, but I do think it's important for you to understand the male perspective as well. I think it's important that you understand that men will like 1,000 profiles to get to one date. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of effort to put in. So the next time you think about men not putting in a lot of effort, I think you need to understand that they're having a lot of conversations that aren't necessarily going anywhere. More conversations than you. Their rejection rate is closer to 90%. Your rejection rate as a woman is closer to 30%. So I just wanted to share that tea for anyone that needed to hear it. It's no tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. Yeah. Lady Cal said, I'm so excited that I came across your live. Thank you. And for all of my TikTok ladies, I'm going to be back on TikTok starting this week. So I'm excited about that. I've been so busy with the virality that happened. Like my business got so big that I had to hire more people, that I had to hold space for all of the clients that were coming in. Plus I had the hair transplant and all of the other amazing things that are happening. So now that those things are getting solidified, I can come back to TikTok. So y'all get ready for my videos, honey, because we're gonna spill it more than ever before. And are you ready, TikTok girls? Because that's really what's going to happen, sweetie. That's what we're going to be doing. Yeah. All right. Someone said male nurses. I don't trust them. If you're a woman in your masculine energy, then I would take it with a male nurse. If you're in your feminine energy, then you're turning into a lesbian before my very eyes. And June's over, so Pride Month is over. Let's nod and say we did. Okay, let me see what my IG girls are talking about. I live in Atlanta and my dating life absolutely sucks. I just don't know what to do anymore. Well, one of the things that's really successful for so many of my clients in Atlanta is making sure that you're going local, but that you're also going outside of Atlanta. I would say 70 to 80% of my Atlanta ladies meet someone outside of Atlanta. So that's what you're going to need to do. I'm not going to go into depth because you're not my client, but that's been a recipe for success for all the ATL girls. Okay, Mary said, how do I start over after a 25-year marriage? Well, first you have to figure out whether you're actually over the marriage or not. Most people get back into the dating game really quickly because it's a way for them to numb out and to try to focus their energy on something else versus grieving the marriage. So you need to make sure that you're grieving the marriage. And the way that I think about that is, can I talk about it without getting emotional? Can it just be matter of fact as I share, my experience of that 25-year marriage or not? If I can't, I'm not over it. And this is the same for past relationships as well. And for some of y'all, no shade, situationships or friends with benefits. By the way, there are no friends and there are no benefits with friends with benefits. So That's how we move on. We don't numb and just be over it. We heal through it. I have like my own, for my clients, a whole breakup plan that helps them work through and process through their emotions as they're going through potential breakups, divorces, what have you. Because if not, what will happen is you'll be dating from a place of like your anti-last relationship. And that's actually not a really great way to date, because let's say your last relationship on a scale from 0 to 10 was a 4. If you're just trying to be better than your last relationship, which happens when you're not fully healed and had worked through it, then someone that treats you at a level 5 or 6, you're going to be okay with because it was better than what you had. Instead of really truly healing and waiting for the 9 or the 10. Yeah. So I want to offer that to anyone who needed to hear that. Be able to talk about it without emotions, without anger, without resentment, right? Without sadness, disappointment. That's when you know you're ready. Hi, Brown Beauty. Jenna said, I don't know where to start, sir. What are your fees for dating advice? Well, if you haven't seen all of the virality of me being the 10K coach, then girl, you got to know. My fees are, 4 figures. So it's a year-long program, and it's either at the 3K or the 7K mark, depending on how you want to be supported. Okay, but definitely go to the link in my bio and check out all of the different packages and courses that are available. Okay. Greetings, Bisbee. Yasi said, where you been? I was in Punta Cana at a client's wedding. I was visiting my mom for the past 10 days in Memphis, Tennessee. And then I've been handling business. Honey, she's growing an empire. So developing so many different things. I'm going to keep it a little hush-hush until things are happening. But please understand that y'all going to be sick of me, honey, over the next 2 years. Yeah. Sheila said long distance relationship timeline. That's something that I give to my clients, but I will tell you this. If he isn't coming to see you within the first month, I don't care where he is. He can be on the planet Mars. But if he's not coming to see you in the first month, it's over, dude. Over. Do you hear me? If he's in a different state, I don't care. He has to come and see you. Someone asked, are you recommending that we pay for apps? No. The only time that I would recommend that you're paying for apps is in January, when you have 30 or 40% more individuals that are going to be on the apps, right? The new year, new love group that will be on the apps, that's when you want to pay for the first 3 weeks of January. I call it the Super Bowl of dating. That would be the only time that I would recommend paying per apps. Anytime else, I wouldn't do it. Someone messaged me saying it stinks he's left on red when he was interested in learning about me. Okay. Tiara said, how do you feel about rekindling with an ex-fiance? Well, it depends on why he's an ex. And also, why was he a fiance? It's all about the exit, right? Sometimes things fizzle away, or, it's amicable in terms of, hey, I'm not ready right now. Hey, I got a lot going on. Hey, I just lost my job. I need to get this together. Or I'm really focused on my career right now, and I can't be the best partner for you. That feels good. If he's ghosted you, if he's hot and cold, if he's abusive, if he's raised his voice. If a man yells at you, you need to run the other way. I need you to understand this. If he raises his voice and he yells at you, and sometimes this doesn't register for a lot of people because we had a lot of parents that would raise their voice like that, and so we think it's completely normal and okay, and it's not. It means he doesn't know how to regulate his emotions. And men who don't know how to do that will never truly be successful, especially if they're men of color. White men can get away with that. Men of color, unfortunately, cannot. And I think it's a very important point for you to understand. Okay? Why do I say this? I say this because abuse first happens verbally, then emotionally, oftentimes sexually and financially, before physical. There's a process here. You know, just like they always said during Dare Week that Mary J is that gateway, so is yelling. And what I'm not going to do is play games about that with you. Okay? If he can yell at you, yelling is verbal assault. It's verbal hitting. I need you to understand that because a lot of black and brown people doesn't register to them unless they're being hit. Slave tea, right? I need you to think about yelling as verbal assault and verbal hitting. Okay? Okay. I'm glad that we had that discussion. And thank you all so much for the 16,000 likes. I appreciate it. Falana said, is it really getting harder to date lately, especially for black women? It's getting hard to date for everyone. But just like life, everything hits black people harder. Right? So, yeah, it's getting harder for everyone. Someone asked, what about Muslim men? What about them? What about them, girl? I need a more specific question than that. Because I have a lot of tea about Muslim men. Too much, if you ask me. I should know as much as I know about them. If you know what I mean. Honey, I know them so well that I was in the temple, girl. I was on my knees 5 times a day praying, honey. Girl, don't get me started. Don't even get me started, honey. Don't even get me started. Here's what I will tell you. Muslim men are the biggest lover of trans women. If you know any trans women, you will know that anytime they see a Muslim man, they know that they can get them. They see it, they know. I can have them. And you know why they know that? It's all in the eyes, girl. Okay, I'm not gonna get ignorant. I'm not doing it. Let me get my kombucha, girl. Let me get my kombucha, and then I might get into it, girl. And then I might go into it. Well, here's the thing about Muslim men. Muslim men like to hate F people. And if you've been with a Muslim man, you know what that feels like. Let me know. Who's been with a Muslim man? Who's been with a Muslim man? Yeah, okay, I'm seeing the yes, I have. They like to hate F you. Someone said, not I. Yeah, it gets grapey real quick, girl. And it's not those cotton candy grapes. It's not as sweet. Yeah? So, this is why, they also, the thing that you have to understand is A lot of them, because of the culture, there's a lot of male to male intimacy that happens. And so, because of that, feelings can grow that way. And for trans women, right, let's keep it real, only 12% of them are post-op. That's why, okay, I'm not gonna go there because I don't want any of the trans people coming for me. But that's why a lot of Muslim men like trans women. No, girl, I'm just coming back, girl. I gotta like gradually make sure, I can't have people hating me when I'm just coming back. Yeah. So, anyway, someone said, clock the T so hard it stopped time. You're right, though. I was in the Middle East for a while, and yeah, I saw it a lot. That's why, girl, I'm scared to go to the Middle East. It's not because I'm American. It's because they'll snatch me up in a second. Honey, I'll take all of them. Each and every one of them. Do you hear me? Someone said, I think you are talking about a very specific community of Muslim men because that's a crazy take. Not one very specific community, a couple of them, not all of them. Here's the thing. They'll either hate F you or unalive you, or both at the same time. Hello, and that's how I like it. And that's how I like it, girl. Let me know if you like it like that way too, girl. Let me know if you like it that way too, girl. Okay. Let me get it together, girl. That's the kombucha talking. That's not me. Okay, let's get back into dating, girl. I can't spend my time with Muslim men. The Muslim African ones, I don't talk to. Okay, let me see. When is the right time to tell a man you have a kid? As early as possible, girl. If you're online, it should be on your profile, right? So, oh my God, so my neighbor's like coughing up a lung. It's so disgusting. Someone said spiked kombucha. Never that, girl. Never that, girl. Should I stay with my boyfriend after I told him I was great? He was supportive at first. The question is, what is he giving now? Right? One of the things that I think is very important for you all to understand is you should not be telling any of your traumatic tea to any of these men until at least like later on in the courtship. A lot of these girls, and let me know if you're one of them, this is no shade, right? Will share this tea trying to be vulnerable and actually trauma dump and trauma bond with these men. This is the way in which manipulative men will also try to connect with you. Don't tell them about anyone that's treated you badly. If they know anything, you need to tell them, I've had really great relationships. They were just never my match. Don't ever tell them that this guy used you, took $3,000 from you and never gave it back. Never tell them that, the guys were hot and cold with you or, one night stand you and ghosted you. Never tell them any of that. It's none of their business. And respectfully speaking, it should not be your business either. Okay? I say that because if you're telling them that, then you're telling them what you're capable of enduring. And they will test that endurance. You can either show them the lowest threshold or the highest. It's your choice. And I think you should share with them the standard, right? Yeah. Okay, someone said, is talking on the phone better than texting? I mean, it really depends. Yeah? Hold on, let me close this door because this neighbor is disgusting. Get a cough drop. Okay, I'm back. Someone said, situationship for 4 years. How can I end it? Girl, no shade. We were all in a situationship with Donald Trump for 4 years. I want you to think about it like the same. You end it by not voting for him. That means not giving him life, not taking his calls, not texting him, blocking him. You end it by saying, this isn't working for me. Best of luck to you. Yeah? How do I enter the dating field again after ending? Okay, I answered this question already, girl. You're gonna have to go to the recording on YouTube tomorrow to get that answer, girl. No shade. How often should you be going on dates with a man in the beginning? Every week. Every week. And if it's not happening, let him go. The thing that I want you all to understand is that that's the minimum. As someone who gets women into relationships every other day in my program, these women have to beat these men off with a stick. That's what it looks like. That's why you're going to need to have your boundaries in place so that you can set the pace of these relationships. Okay? This is very important. And I'm saying this now because, no shade, we're kind of in a recession, girl. No one's talking about it. It's like, don't ask, don't tell. But we're in a recession, which means that a lot of these men are not going to want to take you out as often because they're scared that they're going to get fired tomorrow and they won't have money to do this. So you'll notice that a lot of men, well, not now because it's the summer and people want to be out and about to get it in, but you'll notice that in about a month or so, they're going to want to pen pal you much more than they had before. Okay? So, don't let them. Okay? Someone was asking, why is it so hard to find a normal monogamous man? Well, if you're a black woman, I think it's important for you to understand that for 100 black women, there are only 88 black men. So there are literally not enough of them to go around. And if you're in a place like the DMV area or Atlanta or another blacker city, there are 20 to 25% more black women than there are black men. So they're gonna have a lot of black women chasing after them. So that's why you see all of these poly black men everywhere, because there's the numbers are there. This is why you're always going to hear me say black women need to date everyone. There aren't enough black men to go around. Okay? I need you to hear me. And no shade, recently, honey, some of these white and some of these Hispanic men are really trying to put it on you, girl. No shade, no shade. Someone said, and if you're not black, girl, date everybody anyway. I don't care. I want everybody to date everybody and see who is the best for you. Okay? So here's how it looks. I want you to think about I want you to think about your roster like an Olympic podium. Summer Olympics, not winter. Where on one part of the podium, there's always going to be somebody black. On another part, there's always going to be somebody white. And then on the another part, there's always going to be somebody in the middle. Okay? That's how your roster needs to look. If it's not looking that way, if it looks like the basketball Olympic game podium, you're not doing what you need to do. Okay? Layla said, cousin, I'm not attracted to many outside of my race. Okay, so let's talk about this, right? You might not be attracted to a lot of people out of your race because you might not have experience with other people. So you think that black men are the only men that are checking for you. That's number one. That's not true. About a third of the other races are checking for you. So if you see 3 white men, one of them likes you. If you see 3 Hispanic men, no shade, probably 2 of them like you. If you see a Middle Eastern man, another 2 out of the 3 of them like you. Do you hear me? I need you to understand that. The reason why you're not attracted to other men that are not black is because you don't think that other men will be able to protect you in the same way that black men might be able to protect you. Oftentimes it's the case. Which goes into certain stereotypes. But I need you to understand something. And I'm going to be very brutally honest here. And I might get canceled, but it wouldn't be the first time. If black men were really here to protect you, black people would have equal rights by now. Who said that? Did you hear that? So, with that said, date everyone. Date everyone. And the thing about dating outside of your race is that when you're with someone that is not black, you will also be able to use and utilize some of the privilege that they have for your own life, which will make things easier for you. But you don't hear me though. I travel internationally often. And you know what I do with my white husband? He deals with the border control and everything. I don't talk to them because I know he'll get through without any questions. when we go to a restaurant and it's full, he talks to the host or hostess or maitre d', and we get a table. All right, y'all got me started, girl. Y'all got me started, girl. You gotta use that privilege to your advantage. People are saying, oh my God, they don't approach me, they don't like me. They don't approach you because they think that your eyes are only for black men. And they're not wrong, because 92% of black women get with black men. That's why I'm saying you need to date everyone. They're not gonna approach you because they don't wanna be rejected. Do me a favor. When you're out and about, I want you to look at everybody's feet and I want you to see whose feet are pointing toward you. Those are the men that are into you. And don't act brand new when a non-black man's feet are pointed toward you. That's when you need to give them life. A wink. Some of y'all don't know how to wink, so don't try it. Some of y'all wink like this. Don't do that. A wave, a smile, eye live, a hello. That's all it requires. Okay? If non-black men are talking to you, I need you to understand it's because they want you. Okay? If they're talking to you for more than 2 to 3 minutes, it's because they want you. Okay? Someone said, but why would non-black men want you? Because you're the blueprint. A lot of you all, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm seeing a lot of fucking excuses in the chat. I don't accept them. You're not used to me as your coach. When you're my client, I don't accept excuses. Everybody wants you. If you're in your head and you're saying nobody wants me, then you don't want you. And if you don't want you, no one else will. Okay? Okay. Please understand this. Sammy said, are you single? I'm married with children, like the TV show. What did the kids say? The fuck? Girl, please. By the way, and this is no shade. Yeah, honey, I have 3 kids. 3. I know it doesn't look that way because I'm all snatched up here. But yeah, I have 3 kids and I'm married for over a decade. Get into it. Someone said, I'm interested in dating white men and want to know where I should place myself. Girl, Bass Pro Shop? Best Buy? Macy's? Like, girl? Any sort of restaurant? Like, come on, girl. Get into it. I mean, no shade. They're everywhere, whether we want them there or not. Okay? I'm gonna do a video about this. Do I have these shoes? Okay. Someone said, how do I sign up for your coaching? Girl, go to the link in my bio and we'll get you together. Okay. Do you want some real tea, ladies? If you want some real tea, give me a hashtag tea in the chat and I'm gonna share with you who you need. If you see this person, then you want to talk to them. Okay, I'm seeing some tea. Okay, give me 1 second. Are you ready for the tea? Are you ready for the tea? Okay. Now these shoes are dirty because these are my workout shoes. If he's wearing these shoes that they're on cloud shoes, if you see this, that's a millionaire. You hear me? That's who you talk to. Don't talk to the Jordans. Do you hear me? We don't talk to the Jordans. Not the Jordans, girl. On cloud. On cloud will put you in heaven. Trust. You hear me? Yes, ma'am. Get to it. Now, honey, exactly. On cloud will put you on cloud 9. Get into it. If he's wearing Stacey Adams, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Do you hear me? If he's wearing Prada loafers, he's a gay. If he's wearing a luxury label loafer, he's one of me. He's on my team. He's a girl. Uh-oh. I was just shadow banned because I'm spilling the tea on the girls. I surely did get a warning, honey. The tea is too hot. If he's wearing Adidas, he's a D-dumb. Do you hear it? Do you understand? Someone say, you gotta use different words. I'm not going to use different words. I don't care. Converse, too many cons. Probably came from the prison yard. Or he's very artistic, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna do a video on that. But when I tell you Skechers are sketchy. Nikes are for mm-mm. 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 I almost said it. I almost said it. I almost said it. I almost said it, girl. I almost said it, girl. I almost said it. Yeah, that. Ninjas. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm not playing around anymore. Okay. Someone asked about Hokas. If he's older, 50 plus, it's like on cloud light. Same with New Balance. New Balance, the balances are gonna be fairly high in the bank account. If he's younger and he's Hoka, he's corny. Okay? Yeah. If he's younger and he has Hokas on, he's a joker. Someone said boots on the ground. Okay. Boots, it's hard to say. Okay? It's kind of it's mixed. It's mixed. Oh my gosh, girl. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I'm spilling all this tea. I can't believe I'm spilling all this tea. This is what I give my clients, girl. I don't give this to my non-clients, but because I've come back, I've shared this tea with y'all. Boots are hardworking, but boots are lower middle class. No shade. If you want a modest lifestyle, boots, but you won't have any fur. Okay? What else? Alexa said, Anwar, you doing the Lord's work? I'm trying, honey, especially on this Sunday. Doc Martens. If he's wearing Doc Marten, he is a lessee. Panty. Won't he do it, honey? Won't he do it? Okay. Don't ever say that I didn't do anything for you. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Yes, honey. Yes, I will do a video about this on Friday. Okay? So I can get the girls real together real quick. Someone said, can you also do a video on DL women? No. Who wants to know about that? What did the kids say? The fuck? Okay. Did you watch Love Island at all? I don't. I don't watch Love Island because it's messy, and I'm focused on my clients getting into amazing relationships. Someone said, did I come late? You did, Liz. 5 demerits for you. You're getting detention. Okay? Someone said, Amor, where are you from? You can't tell about my Valley Girl accent? I'm from Southern California, girl. Yeah. If you just came into this live, which by the way, they won't let anyone into this live because I was spilling too much tea. So I had like 1,200 people in here. Now I have 881. It's okay. I'm gonna continue to spill this tea so that everyone slips on it. Okay. Yeah, honey. New Balance is where it's at, honey. Older man, New Balance. Munty, hunty. Yes, honey. Cinderfella is ready to play. I'm not playing with y'all anymore. Desperate times, desperate measures. Okay, what dating questions do you have for me? Tell me. Let me know what dating questions you have for me, honey. Is Bumble still best for Black women? No. I don't even recommend Bumble for my clients. Angela said, should I date a trainer at a workout class, yay or nay? Nay. What if you don't care for dating at all? Then don't do it. No one is forcing you to. Are men romantic? Yes. The simps are. You want to get with a simp man. Most men hate simps because they are in service leadership to women and not men. And it makes other men feel silly and ridiculous. Most men are trying to impress the alpha man in their circle. So when there is a man that doesn't care about the approval of other men, it disrupts the entire nature of male bonding and hierarchy. I think it's important for you to understand that you want a simp. You want someone who puts you first and puts you on a pedestal. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of women think, he's not going to protect me. He's not going to do what he needs to do. Yeah, I can. He will be so inspired to make you happy that he'll do anything. Anything. Someone said, is Converse really for prison? So the thing that you have to understand about a lot of prisons is if they have any sort of shoes, they are fake Converse. A lot of them just have like sandals or something, but if they do have shoes, they look like Converse. Trust. Someone said, let's get to 100K, y'all. Tap, tap, tap. Thanks, Simona. Girl, I'm just at 78,000 and I've spilled all this tea. Girl, I cannot. Someone said, should we be going for alpha males? No. Girl, not at all. Alpha males are dying in this world. That's why all of these men have an issue. Claudia said, where are the simps in Montreal? Girl, downtown in West Island? Yeah. These alpha men are angry because they're not getting any. And they're mad at the simps because the simps are taking all of the women and actually getting married to them. Honey, I guess I will do a video about Sims Girl because y'all are getting really into it. No shade, but you're getting too into it if you ask me. Yeah. But yeah, I'll do a video about this. Which men tend to be the eaters? The simps. Girl, that's why I've been talking about them for the past 2 or 3 minutes. I'll make a simp map. It'll be like Google Maps, but for simps. Okay. Okay. Someone said I would pay for that. I know you would, girl. I know you would. Okay. Let me see what else is going on here. Talking to a man being deployed next month, is it too early to wait? We're 29 and it's been a month. Girl, you're grown. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your body because you have agency and license. How long is he going to be deployed for? That's the question. I mean, it's been a month. As a dating coach, I always recommend waiting until you're in an exclusive relationship. And that's my recommendation as a dating coach. Yeah, girl, I mean, military men, girl. Deployed men play. They play. Deploy means they play. Okay? Thank you so much for the 101,000 likes here, ladies. I appreciate it. I think I'm not shadow banned anymore and new people are able to come into the mix. Yeah, girl, have him on the side, have him fighting the war, and then, you know, talk to 3, 4 other guys while he's fighting that war. The Kathleen said, I'm trying to live abroad. What countries do you suggest? It depends. What area are you trying to live in? That's the question. What do I think about Vietnam? Next question. Oh, okay. Advice for us tall women trying to date. Date everyone. So, some of y'all didn't get that, and that's okay. Date everyone. The thing that I think is very important for everyone to understand is that only 15% of the population of men are 6 feet and above. So I always say, if he can pick you up, he's all right in my book. And by the way, the short kings are packing, girl. They're packing. I think it's important. This is why I'm saying all of this, because a lot of women that are 5'8", 5'9", they're looking for 5'11", 6 feet. If you really focus on that, you are eliminating 85% of the population. Velvet Rose said, they are. That's how I got pregnant. Mm-hmm. Average height for a man is 5'8", 5'9". If you're 5'2" or 5'3", don't ever talk to me about height. Sometimes I'm talking to these girls and they're like, he's not tall enough. And I'm like, girl, how tall are you? Girl, they say 4'11". And I say, girl, shut up. If you're 5'3", then you're looking for anyone that's 5'4" and above. Someone said, well, we can't both be short. Why not? Make a good wedding photo. I have to. The gag is when you are watching all of these videos, most of them, where the man is proposing to the woman, what you don't peep is that when he stands up, she's taller than him. But you don't peep that. You're just happy for the couple. And I think a lot of us think, oh my God, people are gonna look at us and think that we're weird or something, or I'm not gonna feel feminine around him. No one's looking at you. No one cares. This is not high school, number one. Number two, your femininity is your job, not your man's. And it is up to you to make sure that you are being feminine. It's very important. I know a lot of 5'7", 5'8" guys that are masculine, honey. Masculine. Protect and provide. So I just wanted to share that for those that needed to hear it. Okay? Okay. What time is it, girl? Because I got a busy week next week. 12:13. I'll be on here for a little bit more. Okay. Someone said that's why I love you, Anwar, because you keep it 100. I try to, because a lot of the people on these apps are not doing it. They're giving you random, abstract, theoretical quotes. and not giving you the real tea. You know? Mm-mm. How long until a boyfriend says I love you? So once my ladies get into a relationship, I have a program called, my dating program is called Get Your Guy. My relationship program is Get Your Ring. So they automatically are enrolled in my Get Your Ring program. And I have a timeline for all of the major milestones of a relationship. And so the time range for I love you is anywhere from 4 to 9 months. Bria Ivory said you should write a book. It's been written. It's been written. Yeah, I actually have a meeting with my editor next week. Yeah. Do you have a program, Keep Your Guy? Well, that's part of the Get Your Ring program. Yeah. Gossip Girl 6 says, what does it mean for a black man to call you mama as a pet name early on? If they're calling you pet names early on, it's love bombing. Love bombing. Okay? Someone, Nay, said, are you taking new clients? If you're interested, definitely go to the link in my bio and book a call. Yeah, do I work with 18, 19, 20-year-olds? I don't. 26 and above. When the women that come to me want to be married and want to start a family. Someone said, Anwar, check your questions box on IG. I don't do that. You must be new here. I answer the questions from the chat. Is 13-year gap too much? Yes. Honey, I feel like an 8-ball. Okay, Kathleen said Portugal, Mexico, Colombia, Italy, or Spain. Don't do Spain unless you want to feel like it's 1956 all over again. Honey, they will dump milkshakes on you at the diner. So don't do Spain. Portugal's cute. They won't marry you there though, no shade. Italy is extreme. They're either very racist or so in love with you it's scary. If you can handle that, great. I was somebody that could handle that, so I always had 6 boyfriends when I was living in Milan. But some girls can't handle that. Colombia is fun. They're very intense, but respectfully speaking, they might not be able to provide for you. Similar to individuals in Mexico. I'm just calling a thing a thing. Don't shoot the messenger. Yeah. Okay, George Washington, 190, said 7 months in and says he's unsure of future because my expectations are unrealistic. If he's unsure now, there's no future. Your person is never going to tell you that. He's going to work it out in his head to figure out how he can make your expectations realistic. He's telling you right now that he can't do it. We need to honor what he's telling you. Let him know, no problem whatsoever. I'm gonna find someone who can make it realistic. Best of luck to you. When you stay in that relationship and you let him tell you that, what you are telling him is that, okay, she heard me say this, so she's okay with me not giving her what she needs. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me get this bot out. Okay. Good. All right. Why is everyone talking about Arab men today? What is going on, honey? Is it because people are talking about the Middle East in the news or something? Craziness. Okay, let me see what my IG girls are saying. Bree Gam said, I met a sweet boy. He's super attentive and passionate. I feel safe with him, but I don't see myself long term with him. Should I stay or have fun? Or end it? If your attraction for him has not grown within a couple of weeks, you should let him go. When you stay with a really good guy like that and you know that you have no intention of being with him long term, you actually will turn him into someone who hates women. So I'm sharing this with you because you have the power to help another sister out or to hurt another sister. You get to choose right here and right now. Okay? Very important. If you use him, the next pair of women will go through hell. Ashley BX said, do you consider to coach trans women as well? I coach all women. I coach all women. I coach all women. Let me talk about the good guys for a second. Okay? I'm gonna say something that you're probably not gonna wanna hear, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I think that you need to hear it. Your future husband will probably have a belly. So if you don't like your belly, you might not be ready for your husband. Your future husband is probably balding right now. So if you don't like your hair, you're probably not ready for your future husband. Your future husband probably is wearing glasses right now. And if you don't like people with glasses or teeth that are not straight, you're probably not ready for your husband right now. Look at all of the married couples that are out there. Look at all of them. And you tell me if you want your husband or you want an F-boy in the streets whose highest priority is going to the gym so he can look good and get attention from women and men. I'm just sharing with you what it looks like. Chef Sparkle said, I'm not effing on Homer Simpson, Anwar. And no one's asking you to. You don't have to. I'm just saying, 7 times out of 10, this is what husbands look like. Patricia said, is it not clocking to you that he is standing on business? I am. Desperate times, desperate measures. Someone said, where's Homer at? If, girl, a lot of us are trying to get with pretty boys because we don't feel pretty. So you got to feel great about yourself enough to actually be able to get with anybody. I just want to offer that to anyone who needs to hear it. Okay? Your future husband might be shorter than what you imagined. Your future husband might have bigger ears. Big Willie style. Love equals acceptance. And part of the work that we do in my program is learning to accept others by accepting ourselves, which often means that we are going to have to heal the critical and judgmental mother wound that so many of us have. Because that critical voice in your head is often coming from your mother, if we're going to get a little bit deeper here. And for my immigrant girls, your father or both. Alrighty? Yeah, of course you need attraction, of course. But I also need you to understand that attraction grows with time and intellectual and emotional connection. Okay? Hate the messenger if you must. Don't hate the message. I can take the hate. Okay? The reason I say this is because I get women into relationships every other day in my program. And I always ask them, is this your type? Is this someone that you thought you would be with? And they 95% of the time they say no. But it's the best relationship that they've ever been in, and it's the safest one and the healthiest one that they've ever been in. That's what this work is about. Getting to a point where you are so healed that you are open to somebody different and new. Not just intellectually, but emotionally as well. Okay? All right, I think I'm gonna leave you with that if that's okay. Because I really want us to marinate on that. Yeah? All right, ladies. I think that we learned a lot. Yeah, it's giving Charlotte and Harry. Tea, girl. Yes, let it sizzle in your spirit, ladies. What did we learn today, ladies? What was our biggest lesson? Put it in the chat. I want to hear it. Gossip Girl said, yeah, you did your big one tonight. Girl, every night, honey. Every night. Are you going to post any more videos soon? Yes. This week I'll start back on TikTok. Okay, a lot of people saying on cloud shoes, date everybody, date Homer Simpson, on cloud, date everyone. We need to find Homer. love yourself, roster. Yelling is an abuse gateway, 100%. Short men are packing, avoid loafers, no body shaming, give short kings a chance, heal self to love self, not be so picky, converse equals con. Exactly. Don't put your eggs all in one basket. I love it. Everybody's checking for me. No Jordans, no F-boys. Someone said, how big of a belly are we talking about? Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. That's what we're talking about, girl. Simps rule, not alphas. Yes. All of that. Yes, honey. He's got all the presents. Get into it, girl. No Spain. Someone said, you're glowing. I am glowing, girl. I'm happy. My IG was paused. Crystal said, Anwar, I've been following you so long. Love your advice. Thank you. Thank you so much. So if you missed any of these conclusions, these notes, check them out on the replay on YouTube tomorrow. Okay? All of the lives are saved and put into YouTube the next day. All right, ladies? All right. I love you all for being here. Thank you so much for the 155,000 likes. I so appreciate you. And I will see you when I see you. You know? Like, what's tea? Anyway, I love you all. I'm so glad that I came on, and I hope that you learned something tonight. And I will talk with you soon. Bye-bye.